Hello,
Oh my
everybody.
goodness.
We are
Hello.
live. I haven't done a live write-in so long.
I know.
I think it was NaNoWriMo of 2022.
Yeah, mine was like a Camp NaNoWriMo a million years ago. I was looking at the past ones. Here's a cat.
Hello, kitty.
It's been so long, and I was still working on that fantasy book, and we have finally given up on that. So,
We've moved on.
yes, I have finally moved on. Now I'm writing horror, so
I'm so excited.
it's way better. Way better. Way better vibes. I'm actually trying to plan. That's not something I ever did. So
I love planning. That's all I ever do.
I I like the very basis, like the basic stuff, but I don't know. I get like a block. Like I feel I need to write the character to understand them.
Hmm.
But I'm really trying. I'm really trying to push myself this time, and like I'm sure it will change as
Yeah,
I'm actually drafting it
for
because
sure.
they surprise me. They always surprise me.
Characters do tend to have a mind of their own.
That's what always happens. So it's hard for me to really fill out like the character sheets and everything because it never stays true. But I'm like the backstory. If I can get all of that, like the reasons for the way she is,
Hmm.
I feel like maybe the personality aspect I can discover, but like her story,
Hmm.
I gotta
For
know
sure.
that. I gotta know all the little details.
Hmm. I think sometimes just planning out the basic things, like giving yourself a roadmap for the story and just figuring out what you absolutely need to know about the characters going into it is so beneficial. Obviously, I go way more extreme than that, but for somebody who doesn't plan a lot like you, I think that's the best route.
I feel like I have to plan this one because for the first time I got like multiple timelines, which I've never had
I
that.
I forgot we
So
haven't
it's
talked about
like,
this book in a while, so I forgot
I
some stuff.
know, literally, because started getting really into it right before I moved, and then I moved and it just ruined everything, like all the packing, unpacking, and everything. So
Yeah,
now I'm like fully moved in.
and it looks
I'm
so
doing my
beautiful.
job. But yeah, like I have to get all these different timelines down, and it's a lot
It's
of
tricky.
history.
It's tricky. Yeah, I did a dual timeline in my book AMS, and I did I
Yeah.
failed it's bad. When I revise, it's gonna be a complete overhaul of that section. But I did not a dual timeline in Wimtim, but I did flashback scenes that I guess could count towards a dual timeline, but it's integrated into the chapters. They're not their own chapters or anything, and that was a lot of fun. Um, yeah, but it's tricky. It's tricky
Yeah,
city.
I would say flashbacks definitely count for that because that can be complicated too. And I got flashbacks, and I also got like my character has a podcast. I am doing that.
I'm excited.
I love a podcast book though. Like I've read several, and I still have not watched A Good Girl's Guide to Murder TV show, which is crazy because I'm like the biggest
Right,
fan.
right.
But I love the vibes of that, and yeah, so there's gonna be snippets of that, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm here.
I
I'm
mean,
trying to figure it out.
the first draft, it can be messy. It can be bad, and
Yeah.
that's what's so freeing about a first draft. Um, but it'll get there. It'll get there. If you don't nail it in that first draft, I have faith that you will get it in the second or the third. I've got faith in you.
Thank you. You know, like I gotta actually get to that second draft. That's what I
Yeah.
never do. I write it and then I just disappear.
Yeah.
Never touch that again. So,
I will force you to.
you've been telling me for years,
I'm
and you
your
know,
biggest
this
hype
might be the
woman.
time. I appreciate it because like you're my inspiration. Yes.
Peyton.
Yeah, you're my inspiration. Like you do so much, and like I wanna be like you. Don't you
I'm
want to
gonna
be like her?
cry. The kitty.
You helped me a lot,
Oh, I'm glad.
especially with this. You helped me brainstorm a lot of things. Like I have changed so many things. Like the love interest, I thought it was this one person. It's someone else now. Like just
Ready.
like the characters told me something else. So
Yeah, I experienced that with my first book, Lost Girl, except I'd already started drafting it, and then I was like, these characters have absolutely zero chemistry.
oh
So then
my
I just like
god.
continued writing it as if the other love interest was like the love interest the entire time.
Wait, I never knew that about that book.
I'm sure
Who
you
was
did at
the
some point.
original?
Um, it was Gabe. I hadn't thought about this book in so long. It was a guy named Gabe, and there was just absolutely no chemistry there. But he was like the bad boy, like looking character, like leather jackets, like all that vibe, and so that's who I wanted the love interest to be. And
Oh
then
yeah.
as I started drafting it, I was like, no, she's got way more chemistry with her best friend Spencer, so I changed it to Spencer.
Oh my god, I remember that book. It's so good.
It's not. It's.
I had a good time.
I reread parts of it like a year or two ago. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Not
I
good.
mean, that always happens though, like us rereading our old stuff. It's gonna be terrible to us.
Yeah,
It
but
might not be terrible to other people.
you got to start somewhere though.
Yeah.
You know, that book was just, it was a learning experience. I had never written a book before. It was my first attempt, and I learned so much because I like wrote out of order, but I work in a Word document and I didn't like make it clear
Oh
like
god.
where that scene was supposed to go. I would just like start drafting it with like maybe like a bracket situation of like something, but like it wasn't in order. It
Oh,
was so chaotic, and trying to like put it together in like a proper draft was so hard. And I was like,
oh my god.
not good. So like if I
Yeah.
were to like write out of order now, I would like put in brackets being like put this scene here, put this scene here, and then continue. Um, but yeah, it was ooh, no, no.
Dang. I've never allowed myself to really write out of order, and I think I should because
You work in
I'll
Scrivener, so I think it would be a lot
I
easier,
do. I
especially once
love
you have like an
Scrivener.
outline. It'll be easier.
Oh yeah, I've been using it to outline. It's super useful. I love the little note card
Mm-hmm.
feature, and they got character sheets and everything, so I've been filling those out. And then the notes started on Google Docs, so
Mm.
I've transferred those into here, and it's just like so organized.
Did you
I
know?
put it. Sorry.
Did you know that I
What?
still have my free trial of Scrivener from like
Yeah.
2016?
Oh my
Because
god.
it's not, okay, it's 30 days, but it's not consecutive days. It's just days used. So I still have days left
Oh,
over. I haven't used them all. And it's just sitting there.
at least that's fair. I
Yeah.
like that they did that, but oh my god, it's so useful. Like I can't believe you don't use it.
I'm
It's
just so
like
used to
game
Word at this
changing.
point. And I also do like writing things by hand. So like all my character profiles are by hand. All my brainstorming is by hand. I only do like my outlines in the actual draft on the computer. Did you
Dang.
know that Nicola Yoon handwrites all of her books?
I think I do remember that. Like there was like a post or something
Yeah,
of like giant journals. I might be making that
wild,
up, but that has to hurt like
right?
your hand. I can't even imagine doing that. But
And it's
I
not like
also
her books
see
are
the
cheap.
value.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to handwrite scenes if I was stuck. I haven't done that in a really long time, but a lot for Lost Girl, which is the first book we were talking about. I definitely hand wrote a lot of scenes when I was stuck, and it did help like things flow. I haven't done it since, which is so weird. I might have done it for reasons why not to. I can't remember.
I've tried to start cute little journals and I never keep it. Like I always end up typing it.
Do you want to see the one that I've got for my middle grade?
Yes. Oh, I love that. I think you showed me that before. I have
Probably.
those One Direction stickers. It was like
I
from a
love them.
magazine or something.
They used to have like these little like sticker packs that you would buy, and they had like a sticker book that you could put them in and like collect them
Oh
all.
my
And
gosh.
unfortunately, I never collected them all before they stopped making them. Um,
No.
but I do have like a bunch of like duplicates, and that's what I put on here. I just wanted like a bunch of like pre-teeny looking stickers. So I've got like a Nick Jonas from like a J14 magazine.
I remember
Taylor
that
Swift.
picture. I loved that picture.
Yeah, because my main character is obsessed with a boy band, and is very much so
Yes.
into things like this. So I was like, let me make it look like I was a 12-year-old decorating my notebook, and just stick up a bunch of stickers on there.
I love that. It's
Yes.
so real.
Yeah. So we should probably do a sprint in a minute.
Yeah. We 10 minutes in, 11 minutes in.
We just gotta, get the ball rolling. We just gotta talk it out a little bit sometimes.
I
Um,
know.
so what are you gonna be doing during these sprints, do you think?
Last night I was really diving into my main character's life, everything about her. So I need to do that for the other main cast characters, like, because there's so much, like, one of them, I mean, I don't want to spoil my own book, but I mean, there's some crazy things that happen to these people. And the more that I learn, I'm like, the more that I uncover, I'm like, oh my God, that was a great idea, Peyton. Like, you really did something with that. But then it like unravels this other thing with this other person. So I need to get it in one place
Yeah,
before I forget everything, pretty
I'm
much.
excited. I remember when we like did a video chat, brainstorming your book. We had like a document full of questions that you had to answer
Yes,
for
I
yourself.
have that. Did I answer them? No. Maybe I should work on that because I have them. They're in my
Mm-hmm.
Scrivener thing.
Oh, that was so much fun.
I might have the answers, like, but I just didn't write it down, so maybe
Yeah,
I'll do that.
very fun, very fun. I think I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. I want to work on my middle grade book, but I'm feeling kind of stuck with it. But I'm also taking Readsy's How to Write a Novel course currently. If you guys
Um,
want the affiliate link for the course, it's down below in the
put
description.
it put it in the description.
Um, but yeah, I'm taking that right now, and I'm a little bit behind. So I gotta catch up. So I might just watch some videos. So if you guys just see me staring at the screen really intensely, it's because I'm watching the videos. Yeah, my first vlog for that should be going up tomorrow. It was supposed to go up on Friday, but they got back to me a little bit late to approve the video, so it's going up tomorrow. Very exciting. Um, yeah, but I think I might just maybe watch some of those and get kind of into the groove a little bit.
Well, I have a super chunky keyboard now, so I'm like, should I mute myself? Because
Should
it'd be
probably move yourself.
slapping.
Can we hear like a little test run though? Give me some typing ASMR
Yeah,
here.
it's such a good sound, I will say.
That's good.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, Ali said, "Woo, middle grade."
Oh, I don't see that yet. You're getting comments before I'm getting them. Oh no, it's right there. I didn't finish reading the comment yet. I thought that was in a separate comment. Yes, Allie is the like middle grade queen. She loves middle grade.
I'm in the mood for the middle grade right now.
Ooh, so Allie,
Ooh,
if you have any middle grade recommendations, I think Peyton's looking for like magical stories right now.
yes,
Uh, Drop some
yes.
recommendations. I try to give her some, but you are much more well versed in middle grade than I am.
It's
So
so fun.
yeah, it is such a fun age category. I was going to say genre. It's not a genre. But yeah, it's so much fun. And I started working on the outline for my middle grade yesterday, and it was really fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually currently reading. That's
That's
so funny. I got it from my library on Kindle a couple chapters in, and it's good so far.
Who's that
So
by?
I think it's BB Alston. Oh my god, my light just flickered. It's a
Ghosts.
ghost. I'm writing about ghost guys. Oh, and I have to share before we get started. I'm so sorry, but
Mhm.
I have an image Yes, it is BB
The,
Austin. Look at
the
that.
way that I was thinking about this image right before you said, wait, I have to show you something, synced.
Oh my gosh. So I bought some stuff from this old man from Facebook Marketplace. And to give reference, I've been like wanting to write this horror book for like several months now, been like thinking about it a lot. And it's because I saw a ghost in my house. I've seen a couple ghosts. This one could have just been me going crazy. But I swear to God, I saw this lady with black hair and a white dress, like the basic image. So I saw that, and that's what sparked all these ideas for me because I was like, oh my God, whatever. I usually see something weird and something happens to me and I think of stuff. But I went to this guy to buy these vintage books, and as I was leaving, he had this giant portrait. It's like this big of this lady in a white wedding dress with dark hair. He's like, "Do you want this? I don't know who it is. It's just I have it and I don't want it anymore." And I was like, "It looks like the lady." So it is on my wall and she is my inspiration, but I'm like, it could be because like I just got it from random old man,
I love it.
and but it gives me I see it over there. I'm inspired by her, so
It's
sorry.
like freaky that like you found that at just like the right time and it was like
It
exactly like the lady you
is.
saw.
I know because I was just planning all of this with you, and then like the week after
Yeah,
I saw that picture, and it's huge, so it could be haunted, but I
I
have
hope it
it.
is.
I hope it
Um,
is too.
Allie, is that by Cressida Cowell? Are those the same books that I'm thinking of? Because if it is, I read the first one and I liked it, and I just never continued.
I have to look that
I,
up.
I think I think those are the same books, unless there's another series by the same name. But I'm pretty sure
Wizards
Wizards
of
of Once
Wands.
is Cressida Cowell.
Yeah, I looked it up. It says Cressida Cowell.
She wrote How to Train Your Dragon, which I never read.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a book.
It's
To
like
be
a whole
honest.
series.
Oh my God.
See, Allie gets it. Allie.
Well, thank you. I'm like here for all the magical
Yeah,
things right
I
now.
completely forgot about that book, but I read the first one back, I think, during like the Jackathon or something.
Oh
Or
my
like,
God, that was our little readathon.
I think it was ours. It might have been like a different Halloweeny readathon, but I definitely have a vlog where I was reading it. And it's got like really fun pictures inside. It was really magical, but I didn't own the second book, but I do now. I've had it for a while. It's in storage. And I just never continued because I wanted to reread the first
I
one.
hate when I do that.
I
I'm
should,
always reading the first one and not continuing, and then I forget everything.
how many books are in it, Allie? Is it finished? Is it still ongoing? I haven't been keeping up with it, but I also recommended The Chance to Fly, which is not magical, but it's magical in my heart. And then I recommended a ghosty book,
Oh yeah.
but I don't remember what it was called. I already forgot. I had to go into my like book Excel spreadsheet because I don't have it. It's in storage. So I had to like go searching through there for the title.
Oh,
Ooh, love that. She does her own illustrations. That's really fun.
yes.
4 books. That feels manageable. It's like they're like chunky looking, but they're like not that big because big font pictures. So it's like
I love that.
a really quick read. But I remember really, really enjoying it. It was like kooky and fun. You read The
I
Glass
love
Witch,
that.
right?
I don't think I have.
I thought you did.
Let me look that up. I feel like I would remember.
Lindsay Huckett. There was some.
No,
You haven't read it? Okay. The
no, I
Glass
do
Witch.
know her though. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen her YouTube.
Love her YouTube, but you need to read The Glass Witch. That's like Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus,
Oh,
Dumplin, just like the beauty
I
pageant
love
part.
that.
It's beautiful. She didn't use Halloween Town as a comp. She just used like Hocus Pocus meets Dumplin. But I think it gives like major Halloween Town vibes.
I love Halloween Town.
Because like the whole part in Halloween Town where like they're collecting little things for their like magical thingy.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know. The like, is it a scepter or something? I don't know what that
Something
is.
like that. A scepter. Anyways, they had to get their like magical things, so they're like going around the town trying to find these little like magical items. There's a part in the Glass Witch that's just like that, and it's magical and beautiful. It takes place on Halloween, just one day.
Oh my
A lot
gosh,
of
I gotta
fun.
look this up.
Yeah, and then The Odds, which is her second book, I love even more. It's so kooky and funny. Me and Alyssa read it for the book club. I read it before, and then I read it again. So I read it twice last year. I've got them. They're all the way up there. I thought they were closer. But I've got both of them, and they're beautiful. But The Odds is a lot of fun. There's like plot twists. It's like
The cover's so cute.
Yeah, a lot of old people that are just like kooky and funny. It's just so much fun, and her like writing is so good. So definitely Lindsay Bucket. She has a horror book coming out, horror middle grade.
God.
It's called Bitter Bones.
Bitter Bones.
Yeah, it
I
just got
am
announced
excited.
recently. I think you're gonna like that one. I haven't even read it. Obviously, it's not out, but it's gonna be good. I can tell.
I'm looking up all the things. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Anyways, lots of fun, lots of middle grades. There's one that I have that I haven't read yet. It's called The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. That one also looks like a lot of fun. That's like another like book series. I want to read that this fall.
I love a series. I just want to be with them forever.
Did you read the entire Magisterium series?
Oh, I think I own 3 of them, but I read more. I think I read 4 or 5 of them.
I think there might only be 5 or 6.
Oh, I think I haven't read the last one. I feel like that sounds right. I'm about to look it up.
You should reread them then, because those are a lot of fun as well.
I do love those. Like the twist in that one is so fun.
I will let you know what I think of it, Allie. I'm assuming you're talking about The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. I'm really excited. The cover is really cool. I bought that one on a whim. Like I'd never heard anything about it, but the cover was really cool. I think I saw it at the thrift store, and it just looked so intriguing. There's like skulls on the cover, and like it just looked like a lot of fun.
I love that.
Yeah, so we should do
Yeah,
a sprint. That is what we are here for.
Yes.
How long of a sprint do we want to do?
I don't know. Because you're watching a video, so I don't know how long those are.
They're like around 12 to 15 minutes, but I typically watch them on 2 times speed. The next one I need to watch is 15 minutes, but 2 times speed, not that long.
Okay.
So I could do a 10-minute sprint, a 15-minute sprint.
I was thinking 10.
10 to
start it off.
Sure.
And I can mute myself because I'll be clacking the keys.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh, I love when the timer's on it too.
They like, oh, there it is. I'm like, they changed how their timer looks.
Oh, good night, Allie.
Good night, Allie. Thank you for joining us and talking about middle grade books. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Ooh, I should do a banner. I forgot about banners. Oh my god, and they're still there. Look at that. They've just been waiting.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, they've just been waiting there. Literally, I know that they're from the NaNoWriMo one because I've got like the questions I would like ask my guests. Still so love that. Okay, are we ready for our first sprint?
Yes.
Okay, let's start now. Okay,
That was quick.
it was.
It was good.
Did you get some good work done?
Yeah, I decided to start answering those questions that we created together because I honestly forgot about them, but then they were here and I do know a lot of the answers now. So I didn't
Yay!
write it down, but I did figure things out. So
Yay! I don't remember
I
what the
feel good.
questions were, but I'm excited.
I can show them to you eventually, but now I like wrote my answers right beside the question, and now it's just a giant blob. So now I gotta make this look better because it's pissing me off. How
That's so
was your
exciting,
little
though.
video?
It was good. It was discussing small details in description because the whole week that I'm still catching up on is about description, which is really helpful
Oh,
because I am not good at descriptions. It does not come naturally to me. I do not really focus on it in the first draft. If something comes to me, I will write it down. But it's typically something that comes over many, many drafts after that I just slowly build up and build up. Because for sure, the first draft, I'm just like focusing on the story, focusing on the characters and the dialogue and everything like that. And I actually feel so much better about that because the author who is teaching this course at the beginning of the week said he's also that kind of writer where he just focuses on like dialogue and like doesn't do descriptions until later on. And I'm like, okay, I feel a lot better now because that's always like been like an insecurity of mine is I just like don't focus on descriptions at first. So I feel better now.
I feel like that makes sense though to add it in later
Yeah.
because I don't know, you get through it and then you can come back and really like add the final touches because I'm over here, I'm getting too into the description. I'm like, oh my God, just like get to the point.
Your descriptions are so good. So like
Thank
that's
you, but
just
I
your
just
writing
like
style.
it's too much. Sometimes I'm just really, really in the middle of it. I'm like, okay, let's move along. Like we can come back to this.
Yeah. But that's something that you could always cut down in a later draft if you feel like it's too much, or you can try to split it up between, dialogue or like action, and just kind of like pepper it in through. Like you could just focus on that later. Oh my god, Rachel is here.
Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Your descriptions are beautiful. Okay, I literally created a description tab just for your book. Like I never tab about descriptions, but I just had to in your book. Just gonna do a cheeky. It's right there.
I love that book. It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I might
I
need to
can't
do
wait
a
for the next
cheeky.
one.
I might need to do a cheeky little reread this fall.
I need to get a copy because I saw it at the library, read it from the library, so now I need to own it. And then I can have the other one. It's gonna look
It's
so
so
cute.
beautiful. Let me just talk about Rachel for a minute. It's my favorite thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yes. And
Stunning.
then the covers, like you were blessed with some good covers.
She really was. I painted my edges gold, which was like really fun. I got all my
Oh.
tabs in there. So my red tabs are for her beautiful, beautiful descriptions because they're just like so atmospheric and like really drop you into the scene. I also like drew some like
Oh.
flowery
I
things there.
love that.
Yeah, this was a really fun book to annotate. I have a whole vlog where I did it, but like just chunks of beautiful
Oh my gosh.
description.
I love when you like highlight the entire page. It's
Ah,
like it's just the page.
you should
I wrote
see
the whole page.
my Livy Hart books. Okay, there are full pages of just romance. Like she has killed many, many of pink highlighters. It's insane.
I need
Yeah.
to read her book. I have it on my Kindle.
Which one?
I
Talk
don't know
Dirty to
why.
Me?
Yeah. I read some of it. I was liking it, and then I was reading it on a road trip, and then after the road trip, I never I never came back. So I feel
So
bad.
good.
I need
Her
to come
newest
back.
her newest book, The Great Dating Fake Off, is excellent.
Oh yeah.
Also tabbed up. Like I just saw a big chunk of pink text somewhere. Wow. Okay, it's a little embarrassing how like excessive
I
it
love it
is.
though. Oh my God. Now, what was wrong with that one paragraph that you didn't highlight and that one line that you didn't highlight? What was it?
Um, this one was talking about her glasses. I'm like, it was cute. I didn't feel. I was like, this is excessive. I'm gonna like just pick and choose here. Um, and this is just talking about his tattoos, and then her like unclasping her bra and throwing it away.
Oh, oh, Okay.
Um, book is so good though. Yeah, it was just like 3 full spreads of just pink, pink,
I
pink.
love it.
Yeah, she kills my pink highlighter every time, every book. It gets me, and I just like lose all control of myself. So here we are. But it's very, very good. I have 2 copies. Like she sent me a copy, and then I hadn't yet, and I pre-ordered a copy with my birthday money. And then my parents were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You just don't get it. Okay, you don't get it. You need 2 copies." And
Y'all don't understand me.
it was so kind to send me a copy that I have to buy my own. Like that's just how it is.
You gotta support. Yeah.
But I have like 2 at least of each of her books. I have 3 of Talk Flirty to Me. But Some Kind of Blunderful, which is the blue one on the end here, I only have 1 of, and that's just not right. I need to buy another one. Because it's so lonely all on its own. Oh god, I don't want to wreck it. Okay, it's just gonna be here. And you can just stare at it behind me.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I love my friends. Okay. Tangent aside, descriptions. That is something that you can pare down in later drafts, or like I said, disperse amongst dialogue or action tags and stuff.
That is true.
I said tags really weird. But yeah, for me, it's just my brain works way too fast, and I just want to get the dialogue down and get the story down. And then, like I said, if description occurs to me in the moment, I will jot it down really simplistically, and then try to build it up later on. But it's definitely my weak point for sure.
I don't know which way is better, to be honest.
I don't think there is a good or bad, better or not. It's just individual to each writer, and that's okay.
That is true.
It's just the way
cats all around me.
So cute.
I had to leave in the middle of the sprint because my other cat was crying that I locked her out.
Katniss?
Yeah, he just jumped on top of her. The drama.
Aggressive.
But I'm so excited by all these things I'm figuring out.
I'm excited too. I feel like you're going to be, because you love horror and you read a lot of books like that, you watch a lot of movies, so I think that while I also think you excel at fantasy, and I still, would like to read a fantasy book by you, completed and given to me, because I love the snippets of your other one. I do think that you're going to shine in the horror space, and I'm really excited about it.
I hope so, because really the last 5 years of my life, I've immersed myself in horror. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was just
it's your comfort.
All the horrifying
genre.
things. I know. And it's I used to be scared of things, so not anymore. I'm here for all the things.
See, Rachel agrees. She agrees.
Thank you. I am so gory.
Your fantasy was quite, if I remember correctly, gory.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. Even back then.
Nothing is wrong with you. I love it. I want to write a ghost book one day. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I want to. I've got 1 snippet on my computer that I wrote about ghost hunters.
I would love that. Oh, a ghost hunter. That's so fun.
Yeah. I wanted Tower of Terror vibes going on.
Oh my god.
Have you seen the Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
It's the movie.
Oh no, I've been on the ride.
Yeah, no. By the way, I was just in Disneyland and we went on Guardians of the Galaxy, which is Tower of Terror. They just redid it. My first time being on it because I'm very stubborn, and Tower of Terror is my favorite ride. So I refuse to go on it because it's not Tower of Terror. Must I say? Is that the right? Anyways, I hated it. Loved the ride itself, the drop. The experience was not the same. It was
ruined the vibes.
I don't like Guardians of the Galaxy, so I didn't understand anything that was going on. I've never actually seen one of the movies. I just saw scenes of them in one of the Avengers movies. Did not vibe with it. And so in between the drops, they have screens showing stuff going on with the characters, and I'm I have no idea what's going on right now, and it was distracting in a way. I don't know. I missed the ghosts. I missed them telling me to get off the elevator, and creepy. It was too fun in a way, like there was no like creep factor to it or like, you know, fear of like being dropped. It was just like, oh yay, let's play some 80s music and have a ton of fun. I'm like, that's not what I want. I want to be a little spooked. I want the ghost to be telling me to get off.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That's
the
such a
movie,
bad choice.
yeah. But Disneyland just doesn't have a lot of room. Like it's in the California Adventure Park, and there's just not a lot of space there. So I understand wanting to like bring in a movie that was like really huge, like a lot of kids would know, maybe get the kids to ride the ride. Like I do get it, and also like they can sell more merchandise this way because they really did not sell a lot of Tower of Terror merchandise. It was like mixed in with oh, what was it mixed in with? They had like other merchandise going on in the store that wasn't just like a Tower of Terror. And now it's like full on themed Guardians of the Galaxy. So like I get it, I do. It's just really annoying.
It's sad.
Anyways, the Tower of Terror movie, okay, early 2000s, cheesy, it's silly. They filmed it partially in Disneyland so they could get the exterior of the Tower of Terror. It's so fun. So if you can find it, it's not on Disney Plus, which I think is a crime.
Dang, let me
But
look it up.
if you can find it, I highly recommend watching it because it's just so, like, I don't know, it's so fun and it's like creepy. I remember I watched it for one of my birthday sleepovers, and my friend Rochelle was so terrified that she like buried herself in me because it was so spooky to her, like little 11-year-old self. She's since rewatched it and she was fine, but it was just core memory. So much
Now
fun.
I have to watch it.
I watch it every year. Oh my god, Rachel! I knew we were friends for a reason. It's so good.
I need to see this. I looked it up, and you know how it usually says like watch here, whatever. It doesn't even say that. Where can I watch it?
I don't know, but it's so much fun. And like I don't understand why it's not on Disney Plus because they have the Haunted Mansion movie on there, which I feel like is the same level of like cheesy crappiness.
I loved Haunted Mansion
Right. I tried
as a
watching the
kid.
new one and I hated it.
I
Um,
haven't. I feel like it wouldn't be the
no,
same.
me and Rochelle tried watching it and we just like talked throughout the whole thing because it was so boring.
Oh,
But like I feel like it should be on Disney Plus, and I don't know why it isn't. Like it was made by Disney, they filmed in Disneyland, so like why isn't it there? I don't know.
maybe one day
I
they'll
hope so.
get it on there.
I've been waiting for it for the last 4 or 5 years. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. But yeah, it's like one of my favorite movies as a kid. Like once I like rode the ride, my parents were like, "You need to watch the movie. It's so good." It's creepy,
Dang.
you know.
I've only ridden the ride one time because it's in Hollywood Studios in Florida. I don't know what Disneyland is like. I've not been there. Um, and yeah, I rode it once. I had no idea really what it was all about, and it was so good. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Alyssa's here. Hi. It's so weird to have her be on the other side because I always do the live shows with her. But hi, Alyssa, my bestie, my love. Um, I was gonna say something. Oh, okay. On the ride, I don't know if you remember because you've only ridden it once, but like they have like the ghosts telling you to come off of the ride, and like they tell like the story of like the Tower of Terror. So it's like the movie is about those people who are telling you to come off of the elevator. So it's like this little like girl who's kind of like a Shirley Temple, kind of like little kid starlet, and then like her like nanny kind of person, and then there's like a Hollywood like full adult starlet, and like the bellhop, and then this other dude who's like a really posh dude. I think he's like married or like in dating the big star, the movie star, and they all get trapped in this hotel together, or in the elevator together, and then lightning strikes, elevator falls, and then they're dead. And then
Oh God.
it's like the story of like this like news in the movie of this like newspaper reporter, can't speak, writing a story on the Tower of Terror. He like normally writes these like fake stories, like he fabricates all these ghost stories and stuff for this like phony newspaper. And his niece, who is played by the girl who did Mary Jane in the Tobey Maguire movies,
Oh yeah.
Kristen Dunst.
Dunst. Yeah.
Something like that. Little her, she's like a teenager.
Oh,
She's like, "Don't you want to write something that's real?" And so he finds out about this Tower of Terror story, and writes about it and uncovers all these things, and it's so
That sounds so good.
it's
I
so
need to
good.
watch that.
Yeah, I hope that you can find it somehow, some way, somewhere.
Yes.
Is it on
I will
YouTube
be
anywhere?
looking.
Like, did somebody like upload the full movie? I need you to watch it. We've
Oh,
talked
wait. I think
so.
it is.
Is it? Is it? Is it? Oh my god,
Let me see if I have to pay for it, which I could do that.
it's so good. I think that you would
Yeah,
like it.
it's an hour and a half
That sounds
thing,
about
so if
right.
that sounds right. Okay. Well, now I have a thing to do. This is my homework.
Yes,
Oh,
Ghosty
and then
homework.
someone commented, this needs to be on Disney Plus finally.
Right? Why isn't it? Like, I don't understand. If the Haunted Mansion is there, you know, the Tower of Terror is objectively the better movie of the two.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
I wouldn't know. I'll
Well,
find out.
I know. I'm telling you, it's better. Because like the Haunted Mansion movie, I adore it. I love Eddie Murphy. I love the whole thing. But it's like a little bit kooky in like in a weird way. Like, you know, towards the end, like it loses me a little bit in the second half. But yeah, I don't know. I think the Tower of Terror movie is better at coming up with a story for the ride.
It does sound like a good story.
Yeah, and it's
I
like,
like
oh, it's
that.
so eerie. It's perfect for Halloween time. I think I made my little cousin watch it. Maybe I was just telling her about it. No, I think I made her watch it, and she had a lot of fun. So it's a good vibe. Okay, should we do another sprint?
We probably should.
We probably should. That's what we're here to do. Not talk about the
Yeah.
Tower of Terror.
No, I'm like excited. I did not know I was missing out on that because
You
the
are.
ride was so cool. Like, I would
Mhm,
love, because I'm about to go back in like 2 weeks. So
mhm.
I really should.
You should watch it to
Allie, you're
prepare.
back. I thought you went to sleep.
What? You have questions about French Canada?
Well, give it to us. As
I
an
don't.
American, I will try my best.
As a Canadian, I will also try my best. I don't know if I know much about French Canada. But she always has like the funniest, weirdest questions about like the most obscure things. She'll just like text me out of the blue and be like, I have a weird question. It's fun.
I love that.
Okay, maybe we'll wait for the question from Allie.
I'm very curious. It woke her up.
Oh, it was so intense that she woke up and had to run back to the stream. Must be serious.
Oh.
Cinnabon, called Cinnabon in French.
You know I love a Cinnabon.
Cinnabon. I'm sure it is, because I think Cinnabon is like the brand name, like the
Yeah.
place name, not the food. Because it's like cinnamon buns, right? So I'm
Yeah.
assuming that if they, I don't know if they have Cinnabons in France
I
or
love a
in
cinnamon
Quebec.
bun.
I don't for some reason.
Oh.
But I'm sure it's just called Cinnabon, like if they have Cinnabons. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, Alyssa.
You know what's the worst? When I'm in the States with my family at like our little cabin place, we don't have Wi-Fi. And we'll be like watching TV or watching a movie, and I'm like, I need to Google something. Like, I need to Google if this actor
The
was in
cast of
something.
the movie.
Oh my god, it drives us up a freaking wall because like, or like a song will play, and I'm like, what rom-com was this in? And my parents are no help. So I'm just sat there like, oh my god, what is this? And I just realized there's something for the past 2 weeks I've been meaning to Google.
Oh.
I'm gonna Google right now because I just know that it's gonna bother me if we go again this weekend, and I don't know. So there was like a show playing. I don't know what it was, but there's this actress in it, and I could not place what she's been in. My mom's like, it's Kevin Bacon's wife. I'm like, that doesn't help me figure out what she's in. So I'm Googling Kevin Bacon. I'm going to look at his wife, Kyra Sedgwick. Okay, what are you in? Okay, The Edge of 17. That's not what I'm remembering her from. The Summer I Turned Pretty! She's the aunt in the second
Wait.
season. Oh my god. That was driving me up.
Oh my god, I hate the ant.
Me too. I knew she was somebody's mom, and I could picture her perfectly. Oh my god, I cannot wait to tell my mom later because that's been driving me nuts. The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 2. My god, okay, that was so satisfying. It is kind of amusing. I'm sure if they have it, it's just called Cinnabon. I've never been to like Quebec, which is like the Frenchiest place in Canada. Yeah, I have no idea. I've never been there, so I know that here it's called Cinnabon because we're
It's
not French.
Cinnabon over here too, and I eat it when I go to the mall. I
I
get one.
remember I had a friend in elementary school and early high school who loved cinnamon buns. So every time we went to the mall, she would get Cinnabon, and then for Christmas, she asked for cinnamon buns. That's all she wanted was cinnamon buns. So that's what she got.
They're good. They're good.
Cinnamon buns.
Thank
Isn't
you,
it though?
Alyssa.
The vibes are
Thank you.
vibing
I'm
so
not
hard.
used to having good vibes in my room because, I mean, if you see my YouTube videos, I'd show you the good part of my room. Everything else was ugly.
Yeah.
So this whole room is like a good vibe, and I feel good.
It
I
looks
even got
like
a desk.
it
It's
looks like the
nice.
room, the office of a writer who writes like dark horror books. Like I can picture your
Thank
office
you.
photo in front of those shelves with like the fun little lamp in the background. Like I can picture it.
I love this for me. This is
Right?
the
Like
energy I need.
I write like romance, fluffy, well not fluffy, a little bit fluffy, but romance books. And so like my bright, colorful background makes sense for me. Yours makes sense
I
for
just
you, and I
got
love
this dark, ominous
it. Dark,
feeling over
moody.
here.
I love it. Like I bet it would be so
Thank
vibey in there to
you.
just have that lamp on and like nothing else and just like reading in the corner.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah, I got a little couch over here, and
I
I
love
do
it.
that.
And
It's
the
really
green
nice.
wall. Stunning.
Yeah, my mom didn't think the green wall was gonna be cute, and I was like, trust me,
I love it.
it's gonna be cool. And these like shelves have no back to them, so I was like, it'd be
Hmm.
cool because you'll
Yeah.
see it through it.
And it's such a different
It
vibe to
was
like your
fun.
old setup, which I love.
I needed a refresh.
Yeah,
It
I
feels
like
good.
it. Mine's gonna be very
Thank
bright and
you.
airy and just the same.
I
Same
still love
bookshelves.
that vibe though.
Yeah.
Like, it's very pleasing aesthetically.
It was gorgeous.
Thank
I'm glad we are all
you.
in agreement. Green wall is
Thank
perfect.
you.
Green
I
just
appreciate
goes
it.
with libraries and books. Like I got a reading chair that I'm so excited to put up in the new house, and it's green velvet. If you guys have
Oh,
seen Katie's reading, it's the same chair that she has, which I actually wanted before she got it. And then she got it, and I was so excited. I'm like, yes, somebody else gets the vibe, somebody else gets the vision. And then I bought it, and I was so excited, but it's still in the box.
yes.
So
Oh, we need to open that box.
I know we're hoping to move end of October, early November.
Yay, that's so exciting.
The house
Get to
is coming together.
redecorate.
House is coming together.
Yes.
It's beautiful. We've got doors in, so I've got like my bedroom doors and stuff. Bathroom tile has started to go in. I've got my bathroom floor. Last time I checked, I did not
Yay.
have the shower tile in, but it's the same tile. It's gorgeous. And then, yeah, I'm just so excited. It's so
That
pretty in
is so
there.
exciting. Like to
I
build
think
your house.
cabinets. I think cabinets were going in this week, maybe next week. I don't know. I'm very excited.
It's so
They
fun.
put like all this stonework on the outside of the house, which is really nice. So like the outside, I think pretty much all they have to do, besides like landscaping and stuff, but like the actual building is paint it. Because we just had like a few spots painted because we were testing out in different lights. And then they need to put like railings on like decks and my little balcony and things like that. But then besides that, it's pretty much done on the outside.
Okay. You'll have to show me all of it.
Of course,
I love a house tour.
Lorena walked through it before we had walls up, before they put the drywall and stuff, because she wanted to like see it in like its bare bones. And she lost her mind. Like she loved it, and she still talks about it. Like anytime I bring up the house to like I'm like with my friends, she's like, "I walked through it. It was so cool. It's gonna be so nice," which is really funny. But yeah, it's really nice. I'm really excited about it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've been looking forward to that for a long time.
Well, we've
That's
been like
exciting.
properly doing it since 2022. Like designing, like fully like doing shit since 2022. We were talking about seriously doing it in like 2021. I think my parents had a couple of meetings with like builders and stuff in 2021 because I remember it was like in and amongst AMM stuff. My mom's been wanting a new house for forever, like since I was young. She's always wanted a new house, so
Yeah.
it has been that
Living the
long.
dream. I know, because I remember all these updates. I'm like,
Yeah,
dang, we've spent years together.
yeah. The amount of like Pinterest boards that I have and the photoshopped mood boards, and I'm like, yeah, IKEA's got like room planners. You can like plan out
Oh.
like you can like they've got like one tool called the creative tool, and you can like scan your room and then like put furniture in it from IKEA, obviously. Or they have like pre-made rooms that you can like put stuff into. But then I found out they have another tool where you can like specifically plan out like a bathroom or like a kitchen, using all their like stuff. But then they also have an office one, and my screen
Oh,
was
that's
doing its
fun.
weird green thing. So I was able to put all the Billy bookcases in there, and I put my exact dimensions, my reading chair, and my desk. They don't have my exact same desk anymore. I have like the white Hems one, and they only have it with like a wooden top now. But that was fine. I got like the sizing of it in there and stuff, which was the most important. So that was a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
I've been doing a lot of like
I can't
room
wait for all the
workouts.
YouTube
Oh,
videos.
it's gonna be the
Oh,
best. I'm so
dang.
excited. I'm gonna try to do like 3 or 4 videos about The Office, and setting up like different aspects of it. I'm so excited. Okay,
Yes.
we should do another sprint.
We should. This one should be longer.
Do you want to do 15 or do you want to do 20?
Let's go for 20. Let's double it. That's
Whoa,
crazy.
whoa,
It's so crazy.
that is crazy. You're just living life on the edge here.
We are.
Okay, okay,
Yay.
and let's start now.
scared me so bad.
I saw it coming and it still kind of startled me.
It was so loud.
How was that sprint for you? A longer one.
I figured more things out,
Yay.
and something that I thought I knew may have changed. So,
Very curious.
yeah, it's one of those things that will cause problems because it will change other things, but I think it makes sense. So I'm like, oh, this is why you plan. Because then you don't already have a million things ready and then have to rework it.
It's very
I'm
helpful.
learning. It's crazy stuff. Like,
I can't remember. Is this YA or is this adult? It's YA, right?
it's new adults,
Right.
though it probably will be classified as adult.
Right. That's exciting.
Because I think she's 22. I might change the timeline slightly. But yeah, graduated college just like me. So yeah.
Exciting.
But like there is a timeline where she was a teenager with the other characters. So that's why it's kind of confusing.
I think that would fit into adult though, because like there's Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, which obviously is very different vibes. But it's an adult book because present day they are very much so adult. But you see flashbacks in the dual timeline where they're like kids and then they're teenagers, but it's still like an adult book. So I think that's kind of where yours fits in, which is a lot of fun.
I think so, because the majority of what's happening is in her modern day life. But the stuff that happened to her as a kid is the reason for all of this craziness now. So
I need to
oh
read
my
this book.
God. I hope it's good. It's crazy.
I think crazy idea. I think that you should draft it in NaNoWriMo.
Oh my God. You know, the thing is, those things really put me to work. Like, I love a goal. So I usually do accomplish it. So
Because, like,
honestly,
just think about it, okay? Ghost book. You're coming off of Halloween. You're in the mood.
oh my God, yeah.
It's the fall, you know? For me, it's Christmas time. November for me is Christmas. But if you're not like me, then you can just fully immerse yourself in the fall vibes and the spookiness. You could leave your, like, Halloween decorations up or something.
Oh, I am. Me and Caden's vibe here, we plan to keep horror, spooky things up year round. Like this room is not so much horror, but if you go out there, like we have horror movie things on the walls, like all of our horror Funko Pops, and it's we have my mom when she finds out about this is gonna be so disgusted because she hates horror. But we have like the cannibal, um, the cannibal Funko Pops in the kitchen area. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy is on my dining room table.
Nice. Love the face.
And
As
I
you
want to
should.
get Hannibal Lecter. I want to get that Funko Pop. Put it in the kitchen.
Do it. I'm so bored for this. You still owe me a tour of your place. I saw
I
pictures and stuff before
do.
you moved, and I've obviously seen the office
Yeah.
and library, but I'm
You
waiting.
haven't seen the decorations come in
I
for all
haven't.
the rooms.
Very
So I
disappointing.
do want to make a video because like I wanted to do a library tour and there's still so many things I'd like to do to it, but I'm like, I'm never gonna film it if I feel like I'm waiting for like, oh, that one picture, I want to put that picture up and no.
Right.
I need to just do it and then I can update it. But maybe the horror, it's like the horror apartment and I'm writing a horror novel. And you know what? Maybe I will do NaNoWriMo.
I think you should. I'm
I've
not
only
doing it,
won
but
once. I've only won the big one time. So
crazy. I miss the days. There was nothing better than like 2016 or like 2015. I think it was 2016 where we all did NaNoWriMo, me, you, and Kit, and it was just like the best vibes. We did sprints all the
it
time,
was so
showing
good.
snippets. The
It
good old
was
days.
so fun.
Yeah. It's
Oh
like,
my
well,
gosh.
I'm not going to be doing NaNoWriMo, but I will be there with you, and I will, you know, you can share snippets with me. I can help read. I can help motivate you.
I feel like it's more realistic for my life now because I'm not in school anymore. Like I do have a job, but I'm like there's not homework. So I really could just make sure I do it every day. Oh my God.
If Rachel says
Maybe I
do
will.
something, you can't
I
not
have to
listen to
do
Queen
it.
Rachel. Queen Rachel says it, so it is. It must be done.
I think so. Oh my
Like,
gosh.
please.
I feel like it is possible because I'm planning a lot. Like, I never do that. I'm such a wing it type of person, but I'm like that this would be so helpful
Hmm.
for the NaNoWriMo situation.
Yeah.
And I think my problem is this is a lot of like plot twists. So I'm like learning about it, but I'm like now I got to figure out how do I not make this obvious. So then I think of people like Holly Jackson. She's my queen. Like she
Love
is
her.
so good.
The reappearance.
Oh,
Rachel Freitas.
so good.
Look, Peyton bought this for me. Thank you so much. Eternally
You're
grateful.
welcome.
I put her little gift note in there with bloody washi tape.
I love it.
All right.
Seriously, it's her best work. Like I think it is so good.
The way that I was like, yes, this sounds perfect. I'm turning into you, okay? This is perfect for like a beachy vacation. Took it with me, read it on the beach. Good times. I'm just there
Yes.
on the beach, like, what's going
But
on? It
it's
was
such a quick
amazing.
read, like you cannot stop reading it. So I
Oh,
agree
I read
with
it so
that
fast.
assessment. Like it is a beach read. Like you wouldn't think it, but it is.
It was so crazy. I loved it.
So I
Um,
want to be like her with the crazy reveals, like
you
because
can
that's a
do it.
thriller. It's
Yeah,
it's not it's not a horror, but I still got like the mystery aspect of so many things that happened to these
right.
characters.
Can I volunteer as beta reader?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you already know a lot of things, but you've probably forgotten some things, so that's
Oh,
good. And I'm like, should
totally.
I let you not remember things on purpose so I can see
You know
if
what?
you figure things out or not?
My memory is such shit that I don't think it matters. Honestly.
That's real.
'Cause,
Okay.
like, the way that, like, some people are like, "Oh, I can never reread thrillers or mysteries because I remember things that happen." I'm like, "Don't have this problem. I typically forget."
Oh,
And if I, like,
I'll
don't
forget
forget,
things
like,
too.
how, like, the reveal itself, I forget, like, what leads up to it, so, like, it's still fun. But guarantee you, I will forget most things, and I will just be along for the ride. Like, I was reading Library of Shadows, right? I read it before. I read it twice before, and I'm rereading it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this thing happens, but I'm not actually sure. So I'm just gonna write a note about it, and maybe it happens. Like, I can't tell if I'm making this up or not. Yeah,
Oh my God. That's so good though, because you
yeah.
can reread it and
The
re-experience
memory.
it.
My brain is like a sieve. Is that what it's called? Like a, like a colander, like cooking. Yeah,
Hmm.
this is nothing stays up here. I'm shocked I remember anything about my own books. So here we are.
It's funny because you helped me figure out some of this stuff, and you probably will be like, "Well, that was smart, Pete." And I was like, "It was actually you. You thought of that."
That'd
That
be
would be
so
so
funny.
funny.
Love that.
Did you watch more of your
I did. I
video?
watched one more video, two more videos. I watched two, I think.
Oh.
Um, there was yeah, two. There was one about people past in POV, and then one about description. It was like they have like authors panels at the end of each week where they have like different authors talking about whatever that category for the week is. So they had a bunch of authors talking about how they utilize description, how they research their description. So like going on Google Maps, which I do a lot, or like actually traveling to the places to get like a real feel for it. And things like that, which I think is fun. I don't normally like travel to places, even though like most of my books are set in my city, so I could just go out to like get a feel for things, but I don't, and I don't know why. I like visit them after the fact. Yeah, I typically am like a street view Google Maps kind of girl.
Yeah, I have not set the setting yet. I really want to do like a real, because there is a haunted house aspect, and I want like to pick a cool looking house, like I want it to be a real house. So I'm like, I haven't picked the city. It's probably gonna be in North Carolina because that's where I'm from, and I feel like it just be I don't know, the vibes in North Carolina, at least where I grew up, it's like I don't know, there's small towns I feel like would really fit the vibe of it, but I just have it in my heart that I want the house to be real because I just met Ashley Poston and she told me that the house from Bookish and the Beast is real. And I was like, oh my God, that's so
Oh my
fun.
god, I love
She says
that.
it's empty, like nobody like does anything
Yeah,
with it, but I'm like, that's
I
so
knew that
cool. Like that was
already.
such a fun fact. I don't know if I knew it or not, but
I
I was shook when she told me.
I love her YA books, the Geekarella books, and I'm so
Me
sad because I feel
too.
like nobody talks about them anymore. I'm just gonna
Nobody
hop on my
does.
YA rant again, as I always do. But like everyone's just all about her adult romances, and they're fantastic.
I
I love
know.
them. Two Pieces. I just read a novel love story. It's up there. I loved it so much. Um, but like Geekarella has such a soft spot in my heart. I adore it so much, and like nobody talks about them.
I
They're so
know.
cute.
So I brought Bookish and the Beast because I had met her one other time and I had the first
So
two
jealous.
signed. It was at Y'all Fest. I
Y'all
don't
fest
remember
is
the
fun,
year.
yeah. I want to cry. I want to go
Yeah,
so bad.
you
I'm trying
must, you
to convince my
must.
mom one day to go down there because then we can, we can visit all the things from One Tree Hill. Like, come on, mom, let's
Oh, my
go.
sister just did that. It's in Wilmington. Um, and she's a huge One Tree Hill fan. And down there, they have like a lot of stores that sell stuff for it. I've never
Go.
watched it. And actually, I have a fun fact. Kaden met somebody that was in the show. Like they were just in
I
the
know
grocery
this.
store one day. That's
I
the
might have
thing.
known this. You might have
He's
told me.
he's this random character. Like he is in the whole show, but he's a random dude. And let
Oh,
me
was it
pull up.
Mouth? It was
Let me
Mouth,
look up
right?
his
He's like the funky
face.
looking one.
I
Marvin.
think he is funky
Yeah.
looking. Let
Yeah.
me try to look it up
I think you told me
because
this.
he's so proud of it. He never watched the show either, but he's like, I met him in a grocery. Oh, it is Lee Norris. That's the actor.
Marvin
So
McFadden.
yeah, so he met him in a grocery store, and they just have all these cute little things on there. So tell your mom that. So
She
she will
knows.
show up.
Um, yeah, she does want to go, like I think, but I don't know if I could ever actually convince her to go. But we're currently rewatching One Tree Hill. We've been watching it for years, just on and off. But we have all the DVDs down at our cabin in the States. So every weekend we've been watching some episodes here and there. We're on season 7 out of
Oh wow.
10, 9,
I don't
10.
know. There's a lot.
But it's like one of her favorite shows. It's like that and the original 90210 Beverly Hills. Those are her two favorite shows. So
I
I'm
need to
trying.
watch it.
It's so much drama. It's like 2000s drama trash. I adore it. Haley and Nathan are to die for. I love them so much. It's like so rare for a show to have like a couple get together very early on. Like first real, well, okay, not for Nathan, but like for Haley, first real love interest that she has, and they're together the whole show. Like that never
Oh.
happens. I love it.
Yeah, they always breaking up.
I mean, there's some drama with them and things do happen, but they always come back to each other. And it's just all there
Interesting.
to die for. Like I know Aristotle. No, you know how to ball. I know how to Aristotle. That's them.
I
Wrote it
love that line.
for them. Um, yeah, no, I love Ashley Poston. But even if you do set it in like North Carolina, it could be like a made up town in North Carolina. That could be fun. So then you can add like some quirky
Yeah.
little things going on that like aren't actually there. Or you could do a real town, but then like fictionalize it a little bit. That's what I love doing. I always fictionalize the city that I live in. So like a lot of places in my books don't exist, but I made them up. Sometimes I base them off real places and I just like overlay it with like a fictional place. Yeah, I think finding a real house would be so fun. Did you ever
It
read
would.
Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne?
No.
Because the house in that's basically about Frankenstein's sister, and she makes her, like, she helps Frankenstein, Victor, with his like Frankenstein creations, and she ends up making her own match, her own like perfect love interest.
Oh.
It's really interesting. But the house in that, the Frankenstein's house, was actually inspired by this huge, like vintage, not vintage, like Victorian dollhouse that she has in her house.
Oh.
So it's like she has the house in her own house, like a dollhouse version.
That's cool.
It's so cool. Like if you go to her Instagram and you scroll down, you'll see it eventually. It's amazing. It's so cool. And that book was a lot of fun. Recommended for the fall Halloweeny season. It was a lot of fun.
I never even heard of it. I knew Sally Thorne.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Hating Game.
Yeah. I still haven't read that.
I don't know if you'd like
I don't know. I probably would because I just gotta be entertained.
You're very easy to please.
I really am.
Like,
Gotta be entertained, plot twist, not stupid, and we're good.
Yeah, I love the Hating Game. The writing at the beginning took me a minute to get into. It's just silly, goofy. Like, just don't take it seriously if you do read it. But when he calls her Shortcake, I melt. I can't help it.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that nickname. I do like that.
The movie was cute too. It wasn't like a perfect adaptation. I'm still sad about it because Robbie Amell.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Was supposed to be
I
the love
love Robbie
interest.
Amell.
And then scheduling conflicts, so they had to recast him, and like it's fine. And the dude who plays him was actually in The Secret Life of the American Teenager, which I rewatched earlier this year, and I'm like, why does this man look so familiar? I'm like, the way he's smiling looks very familiar. And then I googled it, and I was like, yes, it's Joshua Templeman.
That is tragic, though.
Yeah, I love.
Almost
Robbie
had
Amell.
him.
Yeah. Good old Robbie Amell, The Duff, Life with Derek.
Oh my god, I do like that movie.
Who is okay? Did you watch Life? Oh no, you wouldn't have watched Life with Derek.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
I saw it. Yeah.
Who was your favorite of Casey's love interests?
Dude, I don't remember it like that. I remember the vibes and being like, why do they seem like they like each other?
No, that wasn't me. I did not pick up on that. I still don't pick up on that. Casey and Derek crap. No, I don't pick up on that.
It was a whole thing with my sister.
No. Casey has Sam, right, as her first one. Derek's best friend. That one's fine. It's cute. The amount of overlap, okay, between Life with Derek and Degrassi, wild. Okay, it's kind of like an on-running joke that if you're a Canadian actor and you haven't been in Degrassi, are you really an actor? You know, like, are you really a Canadian actor if you've not been on Degrassi in some form? So much overlap. It's hilarious. Like, one of Derek's girlfriends is on the show. The like kind of stupid best friend of Derek, he's on the show. His other friend Sam is on the show for like a very small period of time. He's like a very small role. Just everybody. It's crazy. Anyways, so there's Sam. He's cute. He's fine. Good first boyfriend vibes. Then we have Max, Robbie Amell. I like him. My favorite, Truman. I'm a Truman girl.
Dang, I wish I remembered it like this because I remember watching the show.
Yeah.
Plot is gone. It is gone.
And then the Life with Derek movie, the first one, not like the remake. The Vacation with Derek. I like to remember that. And that one as well. They like danced together. It was very cute. I just love Disney movies. That wasn't Disney, but like Family Channel Disney movies. How they just like completely disregard everything that's happening in the show.
Oh yeah.
Like, there was no mention of Truman, even though last we heard they were still together in the show. Like when the show ended, they were still together. But then immediately they go on vacation and she's like hooking up with this dancer dude.
They love to just
Hannah Montana
make their own story. I know,
like,
I was about to mention that.
No Jake or Jesse or any of them.
And I love Lucas from that movie. Like, he is so perfect. Like, making him not in the show is just so upsetting.
It's just so funny to me.
It's such a loss. I just bought that movie for $1 on DVD the other day. Perfect condition.
Do I own the movie? I'm sure I do. I can't remember.
I saw it in theaters.
Oh, I totally did too, I'm sure. I know I saw the Best of Both Worlds concert movie because I bought Hannah
Oh, I think I
Montana
did
wig
that.
to wear.
The thing is, I didn't need one, but I literally had one too. But I was super blonde and I had bangs. Like,
Yeah.
what was going on?
You just wanted to be a part of the fun. You wanted to be like, when I put the wig on, I'm a different person. You look exactly
Seriously.
the same.
It was probably my sister's because she has dark hair
Right.
and she wanted to do it. And then I was like, I'll just put it on too. I'm
Mine was
Hannah
like
Montana.
awful though. It was like tangled right out of the bag, and I could never untangle it, and it looked like crap.
Oh,
And I don't know why we didn't return it because it was like I never wore it, and then I think I got rid of it when we moved.
what
Yeah,
a time to be alive that
truly.
was.
And like she was just made a Disney legend.
I know.
I cried.
As she deserves, like, because I feel like they hated her for a couple years
Yeah,
after
not
bangers and
like this.
everything. So now they're giving her the respect that
Yeah,
she
I
deserves.
love Miley so
Oh,
much.
I do too. She hates touring, which is so sad because I would kill to see her.
Right?
Literally
Did you
kill.
hear that Chappelle? Why did I say it like that? Chapel Roan. Chappelle. Chapel Roan. Her first concert was the Best of Both Worlds concert.
Really?
Yeah,
I would have killed. My mom tried so hard to get us them tickets. It
oh,
was impossible.
I don't think
Like, it
she
was
came
so
here.
hard. Oh, she didn't go to Canada?
I don't think so. If she did, it was Toronto. I don't think she came here. Because surely I would have remembered begging my mom.
Yeah, I was about to say that is so sad. It
I
was
wonder if I
the
can find
Hannah
it.
Montana and the Jonas Brothers. I would have lost my mind if I saw that.
Let me see if I can figure
It
out where
haunts
she
me to
went.
this day.
Oh, like imagine seeing Miley and Hannah in the same tour. Um, Tour dates, please. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. We got Seattle and Portland, and usually Vancouver is before or after, so I'm not seeing
Dang.
Vancouver. Toronto. Yeah, not here.
That's
Nope.
tragic. But at least you didn't have the opportunity because I did and I didn't get it. So
Yeah,
at least
it's always
at
tragic.
least there's that.
Because I was supposed to see the Jonas Brothers, and I don't even know what year, but they were touring with Demi Lovato.
Ugh,
And I had tickets. And then the show got canceled. And I don't remember them ever announcing it being canceled or like announcing why it was canceled. But I had tickets. I had
that
tickets.
is awful.
I know,
Because
which is
those are
why.
things that like you can never like it's never gonna happen again. Like all of them together. Like
Yeah.
that was an experience and I'm so jealous. Because if you think about it, this is so off topic. Um but like bands and things, like Jonas Brothers broke up, they came back together. Like you can still hope to see them back
Yeah.
in the day. And like One Direction, they broke up, but like it's not, but it could still happen maybe,
Yeah. There's
but
that hope, to live for the hope of it all.
yeah, but like a Demi Lovato, Jonas Brothers, or a Hannah Montana, Jonas Brothers, that's never happening again. Like there's no hope for that.
No. I was lucky enough that I did see Demi tour with Nick. So I got like a piece of it. I actually saw them twice because in 2014, Demi did a tour and Nick was like a surprise guest. Like he wasn't like a part of the tour, wasn't like for his music. He just kind of came on
Wow.
stage with Demi and like did some songs with her. But then they did a tour together a couple years later, I think in 2016. And I saw them on tour. So he sang his like solo stuff, and then she sang her songs, and then they did like a couple of songs together. I think they did a Camp Rock song on both tours.
That's
Yeah,
so good.
and I did see the Jonas Brothers on their last tour, which I'm really glad because I'm never going to see them again. I don't like them that much anymore. But if I was going to see a tour of them, I was going to do it on like the tour where they were singing like every song on their discography. And it was so much fun.
Yeah.
They sang 2 Camp Rock songs, which I think they normally only did 1. We got 2.
I I went to the tour too. I think I got one.
Yeah.
So
See, it's
you
because
got
they
something
filmed it
special.
It's because they filmed the movies in Ontario, and so they just kind of lumped Canada together. Because I knew that they played 2 songs in Toronto, and so I was like, I'm really hoping that they're the kind of artists who just lump Canada in as one. Because they didn't film here, but I'm hoping, and they did. So we got what the hell is Joe's song called?
Ugh. I'm bad at titles.
Oh my god, why am I blanking? This is like Rochelle's favorite song in the world. I'm singing it in my head.
I know. I can sing something or think of it, and I will never know the title sometimes.
Oh, let me see.
Like, play my music or something?
No. Gotta Find You.
I love that song.
So I think they sang Gotta Find You, and then they sang Introducing Me.
I would have died!
So fun!
I would have died! I
So
literally would have killed somebody to hear that, because I'm a Nick girl.
Yeah, me too. It was fun. It was good too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had a blast. I was so excited. I was like, Rochelle, I knew they were going to play another one. Because they did talk about Canada, and they were like, Canada's very special to us. And I'm like, damn right it is. Do you know what's so funny? On the same topic of concerts, not about writing whatsoever. I'm so sorry. People should just expect this from my live shows at this point. But Olivia Rodrigo, right? I just saw her again. When I saw her for the Sour Tour, Conan Gray was having his own concert, right? He left his show early, which I feel so bad for his fans. They were all really upset about it. They're like, he really rushed to the end of the show in order to get to Olivia's show because they were like on opposite sides of the town. Or like, yeah. So people are a little salty who went to his show, but he left his show, came to ours, and did an encore song with her. They sang The One That Got Away by Katy Perry. It was beautiful. It was so special because they were there on the same day, and Lorena's also a fan of Conan Gray, and we almost bought his tickets, and I was like, I don't really listen to him all that much. I don't know all of his songs. Then Olivia announced her tour, and we bought tickets to hers. So we ended up getting both of them. Crazy. He was at this tour as well. Not singing, but he was in the crowd at our show. And then he followed her to Portland and then back to LA where they live. But yeah, he was like just in the crowd at our show apparently.
Oh my gosh.
I saw somebody on Twitter who was like, yeah, Conan's in Vancouver, like manifesting he comes out on stage. And I'm like, how do you know that he's in Vancouver? Like he's not on tour. He hasn't posted anything. So I don't know how they got that information. But yeah, he was just in the crowd in the front. And I'm like, that's wild. Like people are just standing next to Conan Gray listening to Olivia.
That is cool.
Wild. So he was technically at both of my Olivia shows, which I just think is like what is it about Vancouver? It's weird.
Maybe if you go to the next one, he'll be there again.
Maybe. I don't know why she didn't bring him out on stage. Like I wonder if he didn't want to, or if she kind of wanted her own moment. I don't know why he wouldn't have just come on stage.
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't feel like it.
That was fine. Like I'd already seen him perform with Olivia, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, I get a lot of random surprise guests at tours, like at concerts. It's really fun.
I do not.
Like I went to Louis Capaldi. Do you know Nickelback?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So random. He brings out the lead singer, Chad Kroeger.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about that. I didn't realize you were there.
Mm-hmm. And I was in a section that was full of older people, like middle-aged and up, right? So random. I think my dad's here.
Oh.
Let me keep talking. And all these older people, the entire show for Louis Capaldi, sitting in their seats. Right, like me and Lorena felt self-conscious standing, so we kind of just like sat on the top of our seats that were like folded. We didn't actually stand, which was a chill, fun vibe. You know, Louis doesn't have any dancing songs anyway. Quiet the whole show. They're like not really singing along. Like the vibes are not there. Chad Kroeger comes on stage.
Lost their mind.
They came alive. They were having the time of their life. It's like
that's so funny.
so wild. And I'm like, yeah, I like Nickelback too. I'm gonna sing along to these silly goofy songs. Oh my god, songs. It was crazy. So it got Chad Kroeger at Louis Capaldi. Like, never could have pictured that. I didn't even know he lived in Vancouver. Crazy. The Jonas Brothers brought out Michael Bublé because he also lived
I
here.
saw that. That was so random.
And it
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
it was like Christmas time. Like, it was like the end of November, and they sang Like It's Christmas, right? And they had like bubbles coming down for snow and like whatever. Really magical. But I thought they were going to sing like a Michael Bublé Christmas song. No. They sang one of his songs, but I don't know what it was because I don't listen to Michael Bublé. And apparently, like, Michael Bublé is like the biggest Jonas Brothers fan. And he was like, when he was asked if he wanted to like come on stage and sing with them, he was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. Like, what Jonas Brothers song do you want me to sing with you?" And they were like, "No, like, we want to sing one of your songs, dude." Like,
Oh my god.
wild. So that was like crazy. People also lost their mind from Michael Bublé.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I had like both of those happened last year, and I'm like, what is in the air? Me getting these random people joining these tours.
Seriously, I remember seeing the headline for that as well, and I did not connect in my head that you.
It was
That's
crazy.
so
times.
funny.
It was really funny. Yeah. So you said,
Right again?
you said you had to go at 5, didn't you? 5 my time.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted to do one last little thing before we died, or if you're
Peyton.
dramatic.
Honestly, I think I'm good just calling it.
You said, I'm done.
We just, the motivation's not here today. I'm sitting on my floor.
Not the floor.
Yeah, I didn't feel like sitting at the desk. But it's harder to do work when I'm not at my desk. So yeah, we should
No,
do
I'm
these.
good. Oh my cat. But we should do these. How often? So she just
No,
looks so cute.
but we should do these often so that you can get your book read, finished,
Read,
planned.
written and read.
Yeah. So that you
Yes.
can finish planning out your book, because we got to get you to the NaNoWriMo. Okay. We do.
That would be really fun. If I do things like this, like I will do it. It's when I'm only to myself, I fail.
You need that
Like
discipline. You need to.
I do. If I don't hit my goal, like if it doesn't feel tangible, I'm just not gonna do it. Like I'm gonna go watch YouTube. Even though I really do want to do this, like, and I think about it all the time, but
Just
it's just
imagine,
easy to not do it sometimes.
like, you want to make more writing videos, right? So just imagine the Preptober vibes. Okay, spooky, Halloween, writing a ghosty book. And then you get to actually write it in November, backpacking off of these October spooky vibes.
That does sound so cute.
Fall
And I got the vibes. I got the vibes in here.
You know what you should get? You should get like ghost LED lights and hang them.
Oh my god. I do need the ghost vibes.
Yeah, you know what else you should do? There was like that trend on TikTok last year where you would buy like a painting and then draw ghosties into like the scene.
Oh yeah. I want to go to a thrift store. I actually been thinking about that. People do pumpkins and little
It's so
cats
cute.
and
I wanted to do
stuff.
it last year, but I couldn't find a good painting to do it on.
That is a part of the problem. Because, I don't know.
Also, Valley Village, just like their prices are ridiculous. Like I literally saw this like tiny little like statue of something. I don't even remember what it was, and it was $20, and it was like this big. It was nothing special. I'm like, $20 for this little guy?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Ridiculous. And like I went to Valley Village in the States as well, and their prices were the same as ours, which means they're actually worse because we have the exchange. So I'm just like, what's going on? What's happening?
Everything's so expensive.
Yeah. Anyways, spooky vibes. You must do it. We gotta do these more often. Actually, do
We
some
should come up with a schedule.
We should. I've got all the thumbnails made already. I just gotta add your little cute face into them.
I love that you have it all prepared.
Yeah, I got in the mood and I made them for the fall too. I put like pumpkins on it. I made some for Christmas time. I'm
Oh
ready.
my
I'm
gosh.
set. I can
We
add
will do
ghosties.
it.
I'll add ghosties.
Yes, I got my planner. I'll add it to my planner. We can
You,
schedule it.
I just bought a new planner. Oh, amazing.
Mine is almost filled up.
Love that. See, all you gotta do is, set some goals for yourself, and you'll be rolling.
It's rolling.
Rolling, rolling, polling, roly poly
It
oly.
started. I'm excited.
Okay, but I think I'm ready to go if you are.
Okay.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining. This was a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys next time.